All right, Doc, we're talking those fitness trackers?
Yeah,
Is that what you call them?
Yeah.
Okay, and you've got like 3 more that are really, really good?
Yeah, my second favorite one is the Garmin VivoFit. It runs about $169, and this one's very small and looks very comfortable. But the neat thing about this one, of course, it tracks everything from your daily steps to your sleep habits, but it will assign you daily health goals and then encourage and help you to stay on top of them. So you go into an app.
I don't know about that. It's going to boss you around?
Yeah, it kind of does.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like that one.
Does it tell you, you said it's by Garmin, does it tell you take a left in 500 feet?
And then it tells you the wrong way, so you walk extra. Tricked you, got 500 extra steps out of you. Yeah. They have a new one called the Withings Pulse, and the neat thing about this is it checks your blood oxygen levels, which would be great for heart patients. Withings Pulse, and so that's...
How does it do all from the wrist?
From your wrist.
That is just amazing.
Yeah. Now, if you don't want one of these things on your wrist all the time, you can check out one called the FlyFit Smart, and it wraps around your ankle and it uses leg movements, which they say is more accurate than the wrist. And it tracks everything from your sleep to your steps and all that without taking up valuable wrist space. And that's one reason I don't wear one. I love watches too much. That real estate on my wrist is too valuable to put a fitness tracker on, especially since I collect watches. And so, that's why I don't wear one. But
what's your favorite kind of watch?
Oh, there's so many, man. I mean,
what's your favorite watch?
There's
I know
really
this has nothing to do with Wellness Wednesday, but
there's so many.
What is your favorite? Well, you do have a favorite. Don't make me cross the counter.
I have one called MTM. It's a special. It's like a military designed watch. Has flashlight and all that in it. It's probably one of my favorites. Yeah.
Your watch has a flashlight?
Yeah. It's one like what
is it like a very expensive one or
no? Not really. It's more of a military designed watch. Yeah, and
all
there's
right,
so many. Man, there's hundreds of them. I mean, I like them. Watches are just a cool thing.
Okay.
Now, if you're thinking about getting somebody one of these, the important thing about it is you sort of want to match it to what their fitness goals are. If I'm a heart patient, I would get one that does heart rate or blood oxygen levels. If I'm a younger person, I might get one of the Garmin that has a little bit more of a newer design. So you just want to, depends on the person of which one of these that you should buy. Now, if you want to buy somebody a health-related gift, but not...
I'm sorry. Stuff just goes through my head and just falls out of my mouth. You got one of them little ankle bracelets for mystery diseases. That's the one I want. Got a mystery illness? Wear this. Okay.
You could even have it send it to somebody else's app so they could know, know to approach you or not.
I'll tell you,
diagnose this.
Yeah, I'd like to send it.
That's another good idea. So if you want to buy somebody a different health-rated gift, there are some other things. A NutriBullet is a really great idea. It's a NutriBullet. It's a little personal blender.
Oh, yeah. We talked about that.
Yeah, and these things are fantastic. You can make green drinks and smoothies with them.
My family around the holiday time, we just would like just the bullet.
Yeah.
Oh,
somebody got to get some relief. Got a little theme to the show today.
Right. Now, when you make your NutriBullet, you want to try to make it green in color. Everybody has a tendency to make more of a smoothie style, which are usually full of sugar. Mm-hmm. In fact, smoothies are pretty much a sugar bomb in the first place. So if you can at least put enough green in your NutriBullet to make it your smoothie green in color, you'll know you're getting a lot more phytonutrients out of it. Healthy cookbooks are always a neat gift idea. Everybody wants to know how to cook healthier, but they don't know where to start. There's some great ideas out there. They have a new scale that I was looking at that has body fat monitoring on it, which is really nice. You can track not only your weight loss but also your body fat loss, which sometimes is faster than your body weight. So you can track your fat loss and conversion from fat to muscle if you're in the process of losing weight, which is kind of a neat gift idea. The Wii is a great idea for kids because it gets them up and moving a little bit. And listen, I'm not certainly convinced that, getting your kids a Wii is the complete picture of how to get them healthier, and I hear parents say that. I mean, they'll have a obese child, and so I got them a Wii. That's not enough. Kids need to be outside playing, running.
But if they're going to be inside in front of a monitor, that would be better.
It's better
than sitting doing nothing.
Correct. Okay. Yes, the Wii does at least get them up for a little bit extra movement, So just some ideas. Listen, I saw a gift online yesterday when I was looking at some of these health-related gifts, and this had to be the silliest thing I've ever seen. It was an alarm clock that was also a dumbbell. And when the alarm clock goes off in the morning, the alarm clock doesn't shut off until you do 30 curls with this thing.
I think that's brilliant.
That has to be the most annoying. That thing would end up in my backyard so fast. Probably by the second morning, it would be out the back door.
But I guess if you're into that,
I guess so. But listen, at least let me wake up for a second.
Yeah.
Let me get up and walk around for a minute. It better be a pretty gentle alarm clock sound for that to work.
Some people wake up first thing they do is like, oh, I got to have a cigarette.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, your poor body.
Yeah. Probably not the best gift for them. Yeah.
No.
So, but health-related gifts are a great idea because sometimes people won't buy themselves these things. But if you buy it for them, then they may begin to use them a little bit. Mm-hmm. So they might not ever want to go buy themselves a healthy cookbook or a NutriBullet, but if you buy them one and encourage them to use it, maybe they'll use it a little bit, and who knows, it might catch on and really change their life. So, and don't forget, be careful, husbands. Don't get yourself in trouble now. Watch the health-related gifts for the spouse.
You get your wife one of these, your significant other, one of these monitors. And you may also, when you're purchasing that, you probably should also purchase yourself a doghouse.
Yeah, right. And even the new iPhone has a fitness tracker built in, so you can't. I promise you won't get in trouble. You get them an iPhone, a new iPhone. You can't get in trouble buying that. So I wanted to just take a second out of the show, if it's okay with you guys, and remind folks.
I'm sorry, Times.
Just for a second, I want to remind folks let's give to the less fortunate this year for Christmas. And specifically, I heard yesterday on the news, I was watching the news yesterday morning, and I heard about a local family from Abbeville, mother and 3 kids. I don't know if y'all heard about this. Mm-hmm. Her house burned down. She lost everything. Mm-hmm. Her name's Christy Cormier. She lost everything. Christmas gifts, clothes, right before Christmas. Here we are 2 weeks before Christmas. So I got her number off KATC's website, and I called her yesterday and talked to her, and I want to try to help her for Christmas. And so I'm asking our audience to try to help as well.
What do you need us to do?
Well, I'm collecting donations at my office and clothes and gifts, but I asked her if I could just give her number out directly. Her number is 255-5986.
Oh, wait, Doc, hold on.
255-5986. Her number is also on our Facebook page. So you can, if you missed this number, it's 255-5986. Call Christy.
And by the way, that's the Bryant.
The Facebook page is the Bryant Wellness Institute.
The Bryant Wellness Institute.
Yeah, and so we're collecting clothes and money. And listen, she has 3 kids. And
do we know their ages?
6, I think 12 and
13 and 16.
13 and 16. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
6, 13 and 16. Let's try to make their day a little bit better, because they had a tragedy right here 2 weeks before Christmas, and I want our listeners to help if they can. You can call my office for ways to help, or you can drop off donations or small gifts, or call Christy yourself. Look, I don't have to be involved in this. I just want to try to help this lady. Never met her before in my life. Called her yesterday out of the blue. And so I want to thank our audience and our listeners, and I know our listeners are great, and I want to thank you guys in advance for trying to help. You can call my office, you can call Christy directly, you can bring stuff by my office and drop it off at 4027 Highway 90 East in Broussard. There we're on Morgan and Highway 90 in Broussard. Or Christy's number is 255-5986. Call her and see what she needs. I don't know what all she needs. I know she has nothing, no toothbrush, no clothes. The Red Cross put her up in a hotel for 3 days.
Oh.
But listen, this lady barely gets by from paycheck to paycheck.
As it is.
As it is. Much less with a tragedy like this. So she has no idea where she's going to go after 3 days. she has no idea what she's going to do after 3 days go by.
Can you imagine that this time of year?
Yeah, lost all her Christmas presents, all her clothes, all her pictures, everything. Let's, as a 99.9 audience, let's make a statement and just try to make this family's life a little bit better right here before Christmas. So
let's bombard them with love and
yes,
gifts.
that's what I certainly would like to do that. And so you can bring by my office. You can call Christy directly. You can drop off donations or clothes or gifts. The sizes of clothes are on our Facebook page at the Bryant Wellness Institute. It has we have a post on there that has their sizes. Anything helps. Donations help. Whatever you can do, I want to turn this family's a smile around this year.
Okay,
right?
and her number directly is 255-5986?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, correct. So,
and her name, I'm sorry, her
name's Christy.
Christy.
Yeah, and so I appreciate you giving me a few minutes on this. I just felt compelled. I just felt compelled. Let's as an audience, let's try to help. Let's try to help this family this year.
And all of Dr. Kevin's shows are on our website at 999ktdy.com. So and Deb, Dave puts Dave.
Yeah, it won't be today, but soon.
Soon. Mm-hmm. Okay, what you're hearing now will be on our website soon. Thank you, Dr. Kevin.
Thank you, guys, and I will see you next week. Next week will be our last show of the year because the next week is Christmas and the next week is New Year's. So I think next week what we'll do is we'll recap all the most important topics from this year's shows.
Love it.
Yeah. I think you should. I think you should go out and purchase a big healthy feast, a healthy feast with your own money, and you should bring it in next week. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. Okay, thank you, Doc. 8:32.